We are ready for the live pool draw for Club Nationals. They used to seed it, Keith. They used to have a whole, the ranking committee was looking at everything. They decide, head to head, blah, blah, blah. Now it's just the top 4 teams in the rankings get put into pools A, B, C, and D, and then we randomize the rest by pot. So let's take a look at the rules just so that everybody's aware exactly how it works. Okay. So the top 4 ranked teams get those spots in pools A, B, C, and D, respectively. And then the next 4 ranked teams are placed into pot 2. And then there is pot 3 and there is pot 4. So within those pots, like the teams ranked 5 through 8, basically, are put into the pool 2 seeds and so on and so forth. Additionally, you can't have more than 2 teams together in a pool from the same region. And we will start with pot 4. That's actually a change that was made after the first year we did this because somebody pointed out mathematically that it was unfair to higher ranked teams to pick the pot 2 teams first because then of the way that the region rules worked, it could end up being unfair. So we don't need to rehash the point, but the pot 4 teams go first, Keith, then 3, then 2.
And anything
you want to add?
This is year 3, I believe, of us running this, or of USA Ultimate running it. I'm giving myself too much credit here. But I do think that this is like probably an important inflection point for seeing how people feel like this system works and if it is helpful or making nationals a better experience. So very curious to see how this will fall this year and how people will receive it.
All right.
Also,
make
sure you hit the thumbs up button if you want to get a good draw. You got it.
Yeah, if you're looking for a good draw, you make sure you're subscribed. Make sure you hit thumbs up right now. You don't want to have that negative energy. Let's welcome in now National Men's Director Adam Goff, who will be doing the live draw with us once again here on Deep Look. Welcome. How are you?
I am doing great. Looking forward to this as always.
The bingo balls are ready. I know you're ready to drop one of them on the ground and get the howls of collusion going.
Yep. I've already received multiple texts asking me to drop specific teams.
All right, so we're going to start in the women's division, and the order has already been decided for the pools that we're going to do. So in pot 4, which will be our first pot, we will do D, B, A, C. I just want to make sure we're all on the same page. Does that sound correct to you?
That is correct. We randomized these, but to make sure we got through this quickly, we did that yesterday, set everything up, and yep, D, then B, then A, then C for this first one.
So there's a quick look at the pots. Fury will be the number 1 overall seed, then Brute Squad, Scandal, and Riot at the top of each of the pools. And we're going to begin with pot 4, which is Nightlock, Grit, Iris, and Heist. And those teams will be selected right now. I don't think there's any reason to pause any further. Adam, are you ready to go?
I am. I've already placed those 4 bingo balls into our device, and we'll hope.
I was imagining someone coming in and seeing the pots and thinking they were the pools, just being like, "What happened?"
Yeah, exactly. All right, our first draw going into Pool D. So just so everyone knows, the numbers on these are the USAU rankings. So that is Grit. 14
number
goes into Pool D.
14 ranked Grit will be in Pool D alongside Riot. Next we're going to draw.
Shout out to our National Women's Director on that team. I will point out in my own sadness, I am the only National Director who is not attending Nationals with the team competing this year. So congratulations to both of them, and they're not here to avoid any collusion.
So Grit in there with Pool D. Our next draw will be for Pool B. So we'll see who's going to be with Brute Squad at the bottom of the pool.
And that is 15. So that is Iris.
Number 15 is Iris. So that automatically means that Bent cannot be in Pool B because Iris and Brute Squad both from the Northeast. Our next draw is for Pool A with Fury.
Pool A gets 13.
And that is Nightlock. So same story there, although just the 2 teams. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Flip side. will not be able to be in Pool A. So we know that now. And finally, of course, that leaves Heist.
Heist.
Shamefully, Keith, we didn't talk about Heist in our regionals chatter, but they beat Pop on Universe to claim the North Central bid, and now they will be playing Scandal in Pool C.
There we go. We've got
All right.
the lower line filled in. Lots of regional rematches.
Pot 3 is Molly Brown, Parcha, Traffic, and Sixers. And it's going to be CBDA. CBDA. So we'll begin first with the team and then we'll go into Pool C.
And that is number 9. So Molly Brown.
Molly Brown goes into Pool C along with Scandal, and that automatically is going to probably make that the Pool of Death, Keith. We will talk more about these later. Next up, we have Pool B's team, which is
12. And that is Sixers.
Sixers. And number 12 ranked Sixers landing in Pool B. Wait a minute. Oh, no, I'm sorry. I was going to say they can't do it. But no, we can do it. Sixers is in Great Lakes now, Keith.
Oh, yes.
Sixers in Great Lakes now.
My gosh.
I know.
We're fools.
Old habits die hard. Okay, continue.
All right.
This is Pool D.
Number 11.
And
Traffic.
the 11 seed is Traffic. Traffic going into Pool D. So that means that we cannot have Schwa in Pool D.
And that leaves our final team.
Parcha.
Parcha.
Going into Pool A. So Fury, Parcha, and Nightlock. Let's keep it moving right now. We go to Pot 2. That is Schwa, Bent, Phoenix, and Flipside. And they will go into A, D, C, B in that order. So we begin with the team that will go into Pool A, which cannot be Flipside.
Cannot be Flipside. Correct. So we have.
So if we draw. So hang on. Before you show it.
Yep.
If we draw Flipside here, do they go back in and we redraw? Or do they automatically go into the next pool?
We would redraw, obviously, until we get to the last two. If it happens in the last two, then we know where everybody goes.
Because it's automatic. Yep. Okay, sounds good.
Yeah. And to make it easy, it is not Flipside. Instead, we have Schwa.
Okay, so Schwa landing in Pool A. Fury, Schwa, Parcha, Nightlock. That Schwa Parcha game is going to be fun. Next up, we have Pool D's team.
Pool D gets Bent.
And that is fine. That is fine. So Riot, Bent, Traffic, and Grit. We have left Phoenix and Flipside. So next up is Pool C. Who's going to be in the Scandal Molly pool?
And in this case, we have pulled Phoenix.
Phoenix landing in Pool C. Wow, Keith. Scandal, Phoenix, Molly.
Leaving us, of course, number 8, wherever that number is, and Flipside goes into B.
Flipside lands in B. So Brute, Flipside, Sixers, Iris, Scandal, Phoenix, Molly, Heist, Riot, Bent, Traffic, Grit. Round out pools B, C, and D. We're going to keep it moving. We're going to talk more about all of these pools and give our reactions in a little bit, but we want to keep the draw moving along, Keith. That's, Phoenix, Scandal, Molly. Whew. Pool of death right there. We'll see. So let's
welcome
talk
Nationals Heist.
Yeah. Let's talk mixed pots. Hybrid is the number 1 overall seed. Exist, number 2 in Pool B. Toro and Shame rounding out your top 4. Pot 4 will be our first draw. That's Mile High, Trash, Lawless, Mixtape, and Conspiracy. A few bid stealers. And so let's get right to it. We will be drawing C, A, B, D in that order for mixed. And take it away, Adam.
All right. And we have our first team, which is 19. 19, that is Lawless.
Lawless landing in Pool C along with Toro. All right.
All right. Next is 20. You can see that? 20,
Yes,
which
we
is
can.
Mixtape.
Mixtape landing in Pool A alongside Hybrid. I already like it. Okay. Next up is Pool B.
Pool B is 17, which is Mile High Trash.
All right. Mile High Trash landing with Exist.
And
And that leaves us Conspiracy.
Conspiracy, who get a special colored ball.
Number 39 ranked Conspiracy will be playing alongside Shame in Pool D. All right, let's move to Pool C. Pot 3, and that is CBDA. The teams in that pot are Sprocket, Tower, Amp, and Space Force.
All right. So the first one going into C is 16, which is Space Force.
Space Force moves in with Toro and Lawless. We've already drawn Conspiracy, so no concerns about regional issues there. All right. Next up is Pool B.
Next up, Pool B is 13. It was Tower.
That is Tower. Okay. That's looking a little deathy already, Keith.
14.
Going into D is Amp.
Going into D.
So Shame, Amp, and Conspiracy together in Pool D. And that leaves Sprocket, which will go into Pool A with Hybrid and Mixtape. So we get the Hybrid Sprocket matchup in pool play, Keith.
Oh, we saw this one at Pro Champs as well. So
we sure did. It was a mismatch at Pro Champs, but I think that game's going to be a little tighter at Nationals. All right, on to Pot 2. The teams are Slow, Dragon, Disco Club, and Rally. And we go C, A, B, D.
About where they go. All right.
Correct.
Let's see our first one. The first one
into Pool
is
C.
5. Goes into C, so Slow goes into C.
Okay, Toro, Slow, Space Force, Lawless in Pool C. Next is to A.
All right. And we get 10. 10 is Rally.
Rally landing into Pool A. Okay.
All right.
And then we have Pool B.
Is ADC, Austin Disco Club. Number 8.
Number 8, Austin Disco Club into Pool B. And that leaves
Dragon
Thrust
7.
to go into Pool D. So some OG mixed teams there together in Pool D. I'll read them off all for the podcast listeners later. Pool A is Hybrid, Rally, Sprocket, Mixtape. Pool B is Exist, Disco Club, Tower, Mile High Trash. Pool C is Toro, Slow, Space Force, and Lawless. And Pool D is Shame, Dragon Thrust, Amp, and Conspiracy. So interesting, pretty balanced pools, it feels like. We'll talk more about them later. Let's move on to the men's division. Let's take a look first at our pots. Revolver will be the number 1 overall seed. Then Dig, Pony, and Rhino Slam rounding out the tops of pools B, C, and D, respectively. There are your pots. We will begin again with pot 4, which is Sub-Zero, Goat, Condors, and Red Tide. And the order for this first round is going to be DCBA. So let's go ahead and get it going here, Adam.
All right. Going into Pool D, we have 13, which is Sub-Zero.
Sub-Zero. Strong performance at North Central Regionals. They will be with Rhino in Pool D. On to Pool C.
Pool C, gets 16, which is Condors.
All right. So Condors will play Pony in Pool C. We have Goat and Red Tide left. We're going to Pool B here.
And we get 18 Red Tide.
All right.
To tell you
Red Tide.
To tell you how long it's been since Red Tide's been to Nationals, I played against them the last time Red Tide played Nationals.
That's awesome. Early 2000s.
That is. It was, I believe, it was 1999.
Wow.
Diego.
Okay. Amazing. And that leaves Goat for Pool A.
Kids are on the team. All right, and so that means our final team, 14, Goat for A.
Okie doke. On to pot 3. It's Sockeye, Bravo, Chain, and RDU. We're going DACB. So we begin in Pool D. Bingo balls into the hopper.
We have 12. So that is
RDU.
RDU.
Into Pool D with Rhino and Sub.
And next, 9.
This is the Pool
Sockeye.
A. To Pool A.
Sockeye.
So Revolver, Sockeye will meet up in pool play along with Goat. Next, we have Pool C or Bravo and
Pool
Chain.
C gets 11, which is Chain.
All right. Pony, Chain, and Condors together in Pool C. And that, of course, leaves Bravo to go into Pool B along with Dig and Red Tide.
There you go.
Number 10 ranked Johnny Bravo. Okay. Final pot of the pool draw is pot 2 for men's. It is Machine, Ring, Truck, and Pac-Men. And we're going ACDB. So we will begin with the final team that will join Revolver, Sockeye, and Goat in Pool A. And that team will be...
All right. Let's see. Here we go.
The number 5 ranked team, Chicago Machine, landing with Revolver and Sockeye in Pool A. Wow. That is explosive. I mean, Machine was going to be a scary team to get no matter what, like Molly and women's. All right, so we go to Pool C next.
That's tough for the 1 seed.
There you go. 8. You get 8 Pac-Man.
That is Pac-Man in Pool C with Pony, Chain, and Condors. What a draw for Pony, I got to say. We'll get to it more later. Next up, for Pool D.
6. We have Ring of Fire.
Ring of Fire lands in Pool D with Rhino, RDU, and Sub. And that, of course, leaves just Truck Stop, who will land in Pool B with Dig and Bravo and Red Tide. So a Dig Truck rematch in pool play. Nothing to see here, Keith. All right. Adam, fantastic work. You were very prepared with the bingo balls. None were dropped.
Yeah.
None were dropped this year. I will try to get back on my game next year.
No one's winning this year, everybody. Pack it up.
Adam Goff, National Men's Director, thank you for doing this with us again. It's been a lot of fun, and we're going to talk about all these pools right now. We can let you go.
All right. Thank you very much. We'll see you out in San Diego.